Row 18, plot 20.
Oh my. Woo, woo, woo. Hey everybody, welcome to Now It's Dark. I'm Jim. Hopefully this is working. And apologies to Patrick. It looks like we both had something planned today for two. So we'll just wing it and we'll see who pops in. And if not, it'll just be a very short stream like yesterday. Hey Nana, you are everyone. Welcome in. You're first. You win the prize for first commenter, comment galore. There it is, first. And David Torrer, welcome in. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. Good to see you. I feel like I have been a little out of touch. I've been very tired. I'm very tired today. I thought that earlier I was going to be fine, and sure enough, it's close to time to do this live stream, and I'm ready for a nap. So I made a big hot cup of hazelnut coffee today, and Pam should be here in a little bit. She's doing a movie review for Saint Agatha. I was going to ask people what they're planning, if they are planning, to do like a top whatever list of the 2022 horror films. I wasn't going to do it, but I started making a list to see how many I had watched. And my list so far is at 40 horror movies for 2022. So a little bit more than I had expected. So I might do a list. I might do a top something list. Um, hey, Judy May, how are you? Let's get that fixed. There you go. You are mod crazy now. Everybody should go check out Judy May. Very nice to see you today. Good afternoon. I am just trying to warm up. It's like 30 degrees here. We did get a little bit of snow overnight that did stick. Um, so that's kind of the first for us. We haven't had much else here. Well, I was doing this at 2 anyways, but I was playing a movie before. So this is my old time slot. Um, for now, I'm not going to do 10, probably. It's too late. I can't ever stay up. I'm not, I'm even tired now doing it at this time. New Year's, you're going to be doing a live stream on New Year's Eve on movies for that are for very good. I'm, I don't think I have I think that's the one day of the calendar. So here is my planning calendar. So there's a sneak peek at everything that's coming. But 31st, it's the only day I don't have something. So sure I'll find something. But this is my list of all the 2022 horror movies, not just movies that I watched during 2022, but movies that were released in 2022 and that I've watched. There's quite a few, more than I thought. Once you start looking at movie releases on like IMDb and other movie sites, you realize there was a lot. This was a big year for movies. Big year for movies. Thanks, David. Have a good afternoon. We will try. But yeah, I used to do the 2 p.m. on Sunday and Monday, where I would play the movies. On Monday nights at 10 p.m., I would do the show at night. But honestly, these live streams don't do a lot for me. I don't feel like I get a lot out of them, and always so tired. Maybe after December, things will get back to normal. But like right now, I'm working. I know everybody's working hard, but when you're in retail and all you do is sell freight at night, and I work in the toy department, so I stock freight from 10 p.m. until 7 a.m. 5 days a week in the toy department. Right now, it's craziness. It's just there's so much. When you go from a normal night is like 2 pallets of freight to 10 pallets of freight. Just can't get it all done. So I'm constantly sore and tired. Yeah, Judy May, check her out. Very good. I'm sorry I keep interrupting. I want to drink this coffee. It's so cold in my room. I keep the thermostat really low. And hello, Jamie. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'd love to hear some of y'all's favorite horror movies of 2022. See if I've got them on my list. I also need opinions on. I've watched Doctor Strange and the what is it, Multiverse of Madness several times, and it shows up on some websites as a horror movie. On IMDb, it doesn't have horror as a classification, but Morbius, which also came out this year, did, and also on Disney Plus, Werewolf by Night did. Um, yeah, man. On Friday, I will be working. I I, I work Friday nights. I have Sunday and Monday. So yeah, I will not be able to. That. Which Hellraiser are you going to do? The new 2022 Hellraiser? Or are you going to go old school? But I'm keeping Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness on my list of horror movies because if Morbius is considered a horror movie because he's a vampire, and Werewolf by Night is considered a horror movie feature because he's a werewolf, then Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness should count because for the portion of the film he is a zombie. He's a living dead. So I'm counting it. Old one. That's good. That's a good one. I like the new one, but I'm an old fart, so I like the old originals as well. So yeah, that's no problem there. Um, for sure. trying to see what I got here. I've been watching a lot of. I've been binging holiday horror movies for a series of reviews that are today. Actually, I have a video tonight at 5 p.m. That will be a what is it? Christmas Bloody Christmas, which is the new. I might actually have a picture of it. Yeah. So if you haven't seen the trailer for that, it looks really good. Um, I have not seen Fresh on Hulu. Is it a series or is that a movie? Mr. Bones in the house, by the way, has his own series of action figures. Mr. Bones. Mr. Bones. Do I need to get my pen and write down Fresh? Fresh. Sounds like it's going to be a cannibal movie. It's a movie. Okay. Is it about cannibalism? Because I will watch that. I'll definitely check out Fresh. I don't have Hulu, but um, I have my go-to websites that you can get the what do they call that? Not hacked version, but the illegal version, I guess. Uh-huh. I see Pam is here. Um, yeah, I've been watching. So, like this week, I watched um, The Killing Tree, Christmas Bloody Christmas, Killing Tree. I guess I put that up twice. I just watched Nutcracker Massacre this morning. I can't find the new one yet. I'm still looking for that. There's a chicken nugget that looks like me. Um, so Pam is getting, yeah, bootleg. I think bootleg is. I don't know if when it's streaming, is it considered bootleg? What do they call it? Maybe it is called bootleg. I can't remember. Whatever it is, I'm sure I'm breaking some federal law by watching it. Um, so Pam, I did not like Nutcracker Massacre. I have to film the video for it, and it'll come out. That video will come out next week today. But I didn't like Nutcracker Massacre. I did like The Killing Tree. I really liked Christmas Bloody Christmas. That one was perfect, like very good. So many fun things in that movie. Very good. I was really impressed with that. Yeah, my best friend's exorcism is on my watch list. I just haven't watched it yet, and my time is winding down to being able to watch. I'm gonna play Pam's little intro video, and I'm gonna get her up here and talk to Pam for a couple of minutes.
Good, good afternoon.
Hey, I gotta do something real quick here. All right, here we go. I think I can hear you now.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Good. Okay, I can hear you.
To see
I was
you.
struggling
Yes.
for a second. How's life?
Pretty good today. I share like the similar things that you may go through when you're planning to do something. Like I've over planned. I knew today was the 12th, Jim, and I have an order for a cake, and the order is for the 13th.
Mm.
And so I'm talking to someone last night, And I'm saying, I have this cake to do, for the 13th. And I go, so it's Tuesday. So I've got that, that Sunday evening to just plan and set things out so I can get everything going on Monday. And I can just have the whole day Monday to do whatever. And she's like, oh no. She's like, it's the 12th. Tomorrow's the 13th. You got to do this tomorrow. So I go into a panic mode. And I'm like, oh no. Oh no. Everything that I thought I had time for, I don't have time for. And I thought I had time. So now I'm second guessing and third guessing myself. And I'm like, I have to go to sleep immediately because I have to have enough energy to do this. And I wake up and I text the person that ordered the cake. And I says, hey, not just to panic her. Hey, just want to confirm, your cake is for the 13th. And she goes, yes, tomorrow at about 6 p.m. And then it clicked to me. I was talking after midnight. So it was Monday. You know what I mean? But I was
Yeah.
thinking when I looked at the phone,
Uh,
I says, I knew it. I tell
yeah.
you.
That's the
So
worst.
I'm
That's
like
the worst.
coming down off of that right now. Yeah.
Yeah. So you got to make that still, or you have it made?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Well, no, it's not a pickup for tomorrow. I was thinking I knew it was for tomorrow, but when I was talking last night, the person says, no, tomorrow you have to have it done for tomorrow. And I go, no. She said, I know. I double and I triple checked it the day that she ordered it, and it was definitely a Tuesday. And I said, I know it is for sure. And when 12 o'clock hits, the date and everything changes,
Hmm.
on your phone to the next day. But I'm still in Sunday mode
Right.
and thinking, yeah. And it was just, then I'm like, no, it's Monday. It can't be Monday night. And she's like, yeah, it's the 12th. Look. And we're looking at the phone, and I'm like, oh my God, a whole day went by. I missed a day. What's going on with me? I'm going,
I feel that way. I feel that way with working overnight because you go in on
mm-hmm,
one day and
mm-hmm,
date, and then you come out of work and it's the next day
yeah,
and date. I'm
mm-hmm,
constantly losing track of
yeah,
what day it is.
yeah.
So Hobbs, he just messaged me a little while ago, so I know that he's watching. He may not be able to chat because he's working, but he was the one who suggested Saint Agatha. And when we did the poll last week, was it last week or did I cancel last week?
Yes. Yep. It was last week. Yeah.
It was. So I've done
Over here
two in a
last
row.
week. Uh-huh.
Oh, well, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Good for me.
Yes.
Uh, so it was between Saint Agatha, and I actually honestly can't even remember what the other option was. But
Oh
so you
gosh.
watched Saint Agatha,
Yes.
and you're going to give us your review. And like I
Yes.
said, I'm pretty sure Mr. Hobbs is listening, so he'll hear your review. He just may not be able to chat. But what I've been doing, I'm sure you've noticed, but I clip your review out of this live stream and post it again as its own video because I want people to see your reviews without having to watch, however long
Yeah.
this live stream goes for. So when are you
Yeah.
ready to do your review now, or do you need more time to get warmed up?
Sure.
You're
Sure.
ready?
No, I'm
All
I'm
right.
good.
So
Yeah.
I'll take myself out, and you can do your thing.
All right. Well, first I'd like to thank Hobbs for this suggestion. I've never heard of it. And when I saw the directors, I was very excited because I like everything, thus far that I have seen. And I love Carolyn Hennessy. She can play this part so good, and I really enjoyed it. So, what we are in a 2018 American horror film, Saint Agatha, and the setting is 1957, and we have a young girl named Mary, and she has a boyfriend, Jimmy, and they have gotten themselves into a little trouble Um, and I wouldn't call it on the run, but the movie takes us into, I guess, it starts off as maybe a love story and takes us into this American horror story, where she finds herself homeless, and she meets Mother Superior in a soup kitchen, and is given information on where she can go to get help for girls like her, as they put it. And she goes there thinking that she may, in some sort of way get help for herself and her unborn child, being as though she's homeless at this time, just lost her brother in a very tragic accident. Um, and she goes into this, what is a supposedly convent. Um, it's something else for her that was very unexpected, for this poor girl. Um, and Mary is welcomed in under false pretenses into this convent, and befriends after she's vowed into silence, as everyone else there is, um, and for good reason. Mother Superior has a lot to hide, and she is, um, I don't know, how can I, what is the word that I can use? Mother Superior is, she's pretty brutal, and probably for her own reasons. She's had a lot of things go on for herself. And during this visit in this convent, um, they have times where they have donors that come in to judge the girls. Unbeknownst to them, these people are there to choose which person that they want, um, which pregnant girl they would want there. They want their baby. But these young girls have no idea what is going on because they're being told that this is how they get the money from the donation, and they want to see girls that have been, you know, changed, spiritually. I'm assuming, by her techniques and things that she's using. But then they later find out that this is, not so, and she's actually making quite a bit of money, from this whole thing that she has going on. The Catholic Church has left her, and want nothing else to do with her. So she has lost everything that they were giving to her, except the actual building, where she is funding it through her underhanding deals that she's making with these childless couples. And Mary has a couple of times where she has tried to escape. So they have had to resume to drastic measures. This poor girl went through, um, locking her final in a coffin. I'm so sorry, in a coffin. She was locked into, because Mother Superior deemed her unworthy of the name Mary and changed her name to Agatha. Um, and she was in there until she submitted to saying that her name was Agatha. And eventually in the movie, Mother Superior became, I would say, fond of her, and kind of seen something in her that she thought could be of help to her at some point, because she was getting tired of these other women that had been doting to her and following all of her commands. She needed fresh blood, someone else that had the strength like Mary. She noticed that she was harder to break than these other girls. She wasn't submitting so easy. So she thought that she could use her, to recruit maybe other girls in the future, to have the same resilience to the methods that she was using. Um, but what she didn't know was Mary was a very smart girl and a pregnant girl, and she didn't count on the instinct of a mother, I guess. And I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it, but once again, Mary found a way to see her way out of it once she saw, um, that her the father of her child, Jimmy, came to visit, and she was promised that no harm would come to him if she talked him into leaving. And then later found, as she was looking around, she found his body. So that is when she knew this what she had to do, and had befriended another young lady who had kind of sparked her interest to see what else was going on around there by letting her know that she heard her baby cry, after they told her that this baby no longer existed. Um, and I would say the two of them together silently, they wrote notes. She wrote a note to each of the nuns that were helping, um, and paid them and promising them even more because these ladies had worked so hard for this woman and keeping her secrets and helping, break these girls, to where they would be able to submit to what she needed them to submit to. Um, so it didn't end very well, for anyone, in this movie except Mary. Um, and I would say it left me wanting more. It left me wanting a sequel. Um, I'm not sure. I think you may feel the same way I did. It was very well directed. I give it 5 stars. I always say thumbs up, but this deserves stars for me. Um, it was also kind of, I'm not sure if I can say personal, but it kind of led me to thinking a lot of things. Not going off subject, but back to Saint Agatha. Mary, um, found her strength during giving birth to this baby. And I think the scene where she takes the life of Paula, who has been almost like the right hand man to the Mother Superior, and she kills her with the umbilical cord, um, which really, I don't know, for me, it took me, it took me there because I was like, I was rooting for Mary. Like I wanted her to get, to get out or to get away. I wanted, for Mother Superior to submit to some of her own, you know, um, methods of torture and things that she was doing to them. And it just went off wanting me to have more after all of that happened. Um, so if there is going to be a sequel, I definitely will be there to watch it. And thanks, Hobbs, again. Oh my gosh, because I watched it 3 times. Immediately after we were on live the last time, I went to watch it and immediately saw, like I said again, the directors, and I was excited. I was looking forward to what they had to bring to the screen for us. I really was. And Mother Superior got definitely what she deserved. Without spoiling too much of it, I think I may have, but it's a must see. Saint Agatha. She definitely earned. I don't know if that's what you have to go through to be a saint, but she definitely earned that. She did. Um, and never underestimate the power of a mother. That is the definite, I think, moral of this story. The instinct to survive and to keep keep her baby alive. She was definitely underestimated, and definitely outwitted our Carolyn Hennessy, one of my favorite ladies. Definitely. I don't know. I enjoyed this, Jim.
I
This
was
was
muted.
good. This was
So
good.
I did not like this movie, actually. I
You
did a
didn't?
review of it. Nope, I didn't. I loved Carolyn Hennessy. I thought
Right.
she
This
did
is
a great
right.
job.
Yes. Yes.
Um, but I just picked out my notes because I did a review. I've got the DVD.
Yes. Yes.
Um, and when I'm noting things that are highlights because there was an unexpected nude scene, then, um, oh, you know what I did like were the faceless nuns, where they
Yes.
wore the full thing.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I wrote
Yes.
my note that the ending gets better when Agatha, whatever, sets up the little plot, like you're saying, with the
Yes.
notes,
Yes. Yes.
and she gets into that one fight back in the outside of the house. I guess it was kind of by a barn or something, and she
Yes, she's delivering the
strangles
baby.
with
Yeah,
her
with
own
the umbilical
umbilical
cord.
cord.
Yeah.
Let me catch you up because I know you can't see the comments, but Mr. Bones says she is good.
Mm.
Someone asked, "So you didn't like this movie, Jim?" And again, my answer is no. Let's see. Nanette says that you are making her want to see that movie.
Oh, Nanette, yes.
And Nanette is asking, have you ever seen The Convent?
I think so. I think so.
I think I have that
I
too.
think, yeah.
So I'm doing this month of December because we do, I don't know if you know, there's a group of us that do something called Dollar Tree Theater where we do a movie review for movies that we buy for $1.25 or less.
Yeah.
And so I've been doing like for the month of December, I think it's fun because I'm kind of sick like that to do religious based horror films where, during the month that everyone celebrates Christmas, that I
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
silly things. So very good. I will create the thumbnail probably tonight and I'll cut this portion
Awesome.
out
Yeah. Excellent.
and post that for you. You want to stay on for a little bit, or you got time, or you got to go anywhere?
Sure, I do. I have time. I need a cake board and a cake box.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take a little ride later on today. Being as though I have the time now, I thought, Jim, I was sitting here like, I'm gonna have to put Taryn to work. She's gonna have to
Uh oh.
run my errands because I'm gonna be in the kitchen.
She's
And
gonna
I
have
didn't
to.
have to.
She's gonna
Yeah,
drop.
I was in panic mode
Nanette
for
is
no reason.
mentioning that Saint Agatha is on Tubi, Vudu,
Yes,
Amazon Prime, and Freevee.
yes.
I end up like I have all these movies like that Saint Agatha, but I end up still watching them on Tubi or something else.
Yes, yeah.
So you've watched a lot of horror movies this year, right?
Oh yeah.
All right. So I've got a list. I don't know if you heard earlier. I'm compiling my list of horror movies that were released in 2022 that I watched. There's a bunch. So I've got 40 movies that I've watched this year that were released this year.
Okay.
I'm curious to hear if you is that your do you need to answer that?
No,
No?
it's not my phone.
Okay. Tell her to shut up. Oh, I'm just just kidding. You got to play nice because she's gonna be running all your cakes around for you.
I know.
Um, and dropping one
She
at
might
my
hit a
porch.
bump. She might hit a bump, right? All right.
She's gonna drop it at my porch. I'm gonna get a big cake with a big chocolate penis sticking out of
And
it.
this one is actually for a person who is a vegan. So
Oh,
it's a dairy-free cake. Yeah. So it's gonna be
oh wow,
dairy-free.
that's a
hmm
challenge, right?
The cake, not so much. Sometimes the frosting, vegan butter does not contain the fat, like regular butter. So you have to work with it. And you can use vegetable shortening um
Oh,
to make it work a little better. Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so
But
I'm gonna
they're
list
really
off
good.
some movies. You tell me if you've seen them.
Sure. Sure.
And these are all movies that released this year, and they're all horror.
Okay.
Halloween Ends,
Yes.
Barbarian.
No.
Oh, you got to watch Barbarian.
Barbarian. Okay.
Yes, you're gonna like Barbarian. It's very good.
Okay.
Smile.
Yes.
That's a good one. Did you watch Nope?
Yes.
What did you think of
Three
Nope?
times.
You watched it 3 times, so you liked it.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I was
I
I,
did.
I was just on it. I didn't I don't like the alien sci-fi
Right.
stuff. I liked his
Yeah.
other 2 movies much better.
Yeah.
I hope he keeps making movies though.
Yeah.
Did you see the movie Prey? Prey.
I think I did.
It's kind of
I
like
think
a
I did.
Predator movie,
Uh-huh.
or it's not kind of,
Uh-huh.
it is. It's a Predator movie, but it's set where one of the Predators lands on Earth way back in like the Indians were
No, I didn't see it. No,
predominant
not
in the.
okay.
I didn't like that one. That one's got a lot of people. A lot of people like that one. I didn't like it though.
Okay.
Hocus Pocus 2. I know you watched that one.
Yes.
There was a movie called Two Witches, TWO. It's a part one.
Oh,
It's not that
okay.
good. Black Phone.
Yes.
Okay, I know you saw that one. Terrifier
Yes.
2. Did you ever see that one?
Yes. Oh,
That one
yes.
was really good. So Scream came out this year. I guess it's technically
Mm-hmm.
called Scream. It was the fifth movie. That came out at the beginning of the year.
Yes.
There was a Hellraiser movie this year.
No, I didn't see it.
Have you seen all the other Hellraisers?
Yeah, I haven't seen
So
this. Yeah.
so you might like that one. It's definitely different, but it's I liked it.
Okay.
But the basis of the movie is more based on the books and the comic books rather than
Yeah.
keeping in series. So it's almost like a reboot kind of thing. There was a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie this year.
Definitely.
You
I
saw that
saw
one,
it.
okay?
Yeah.
Did you ever see the Munsters?
No, I didn't.
Huh. That one's not
I
bad. The kids would
yeah.
like that one actually.
Yeah.
Mr. Bones is saying that the Hellraiser, the new one, is on Hulu.
Hulu. Okay.
If you have Hulu, you can check that out.
Yes.
Did you see Orphan First Kill?
Yes.
I like that one myself.
Yes, I did too. The kids did too.
This is a movie that gets a lot of hate, but I actually kind of enjoyed it. Bodies, bodies, bodies.
It sounds so
It
familiar.
sounds familiar, right? Because there's a lot of buzz
Yeah.
about it. And I forget what that annoying comedian who was just dating the Kardashian and he's dating somebody else now.
Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson, yeah, he's in it.
Oh nope, I haven't seen that one then. No.
So I think he is the reason why it gets a lot of hate because people just don't like him.
Oh.
Um, but I kind of liked the movie, but it definitely had a very familiar feel to it. So I don't know if it was kind of copying other things. This is a kids movie, Curse of Bridge Hollow. I think this came out beginning
Mm,
of October.
oh.
It's kind of like Disney. It's like a Disney movie. I don't think it is a Disney movie, but
Okay.
it's like that.
Okay.
Did you ever watch They/Them
Yes. Yes. A few times.
with Kevin
I like
Bacon?
that. I
Gotta
love
like the
him. I
bacon.
love him.
I
Yeah.
like
He's
that
got a
movie
few
too.
on Tubi.
That one got a
He
lot of
does.
hate too for being too woke.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I think Mr. Bones, you did a review on Bridge Hollow, and I think that's how I found out about that movie, and that's why I watched it.
Yeah.
This is a movie that got a lot of hate too that I kind of liked, but it was Bring It On, Cheer or Die.
No.
So are you familiar with the whole Bring It On cheerleader movies? Like there's a whole
Yeah.
series of them. So there's
Yeah.
actually 10 of those movies. Like that series has gone on like direct to streaming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and they did this 10th one as a horror movie. And it's fun. It's, you got to take it for what it is.
Yeah.
Mr. Bones is saying that Smile stars Kevin Bacon's daughter. I think I remember that now. I forget that.
Mm,
Smile is good. Smile and Barbarian were two surprise hits for me. There was a movie also in a series, VHS 99. And that's kind of like those
no, but
found
I've
footage.
seen. Yeah. Is it a sequel to the others?
I don't know. See, the VHS movies aren't necessarily sequels, but they're
Together?
just like
Okay.
a part of the franchise or whatever.
Franchise. Okay.
But I know that I watched it and I watched the trailer, but I don't remember a lot about the movie itself. So I must not have
Yeah.
enjoyed it. Yeah. I think for me, like the VHS, the first two I was into, but I've lost interest in a lot of the found footage things,
Yeah.
and that they're almost like a anthology movie without being an anthology movie. But
Yeah.
so they also remade the movie Terror Train this year. There was a new Terror Train.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think I did.
it was just okay. Let's
Yeah.
see. I have a review coming out for a movie that just came out. I think my review posts at the end of this week. Maybe not. No, it doesn't. At the end of the month, it keeps getting pushed back. But this movie is called Where the Scary Things Are, and this just came out, so you probably haven't seen it yet. Like it literally just came out. It's about a group of kids, kind of like Goonies meets It.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's that age group of kids, but these
Mm-hmm.
kids are dicks. Like they're totally not.
Mm-hmm.
They're not good kids, and they have like
Right.
social media. So
Yeah.
what is Nana? I finally watched Terror Train, but I do mean the original. I haven't seen the remake. Yeah, the original one is good. I forgot at the beginning of the year, there's a series of movies that have to do with Jack in the Box, a Jack in the Box.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
And
yes,
they made a
yes.
new one this year, Jack in the Box
Yep.
Awakening.
Yep, I saw that.
So I just watched Christmas Bloody Christmas, and that is so good.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can find that picture again. That's the poster
Okay.
for it. It's about a
Okay.
robot. That's a robot Santa,
Yeah.
and it's really good. It's really, really, really. Hey, James, thanks for coming in.
Gianni binged watched Krampus. He's Krampus. He loves Krampus. He binged watched this weekend. He went over to his grandpa's house and he made Grandpa doesn't watch horror, but he made Grandpa. Yes. Oh yeah.
Why can't I point to my fucking Krampus? There it is.
I
God
I
damn it.
saw a tree. Someone did their tree, Krampus, and he's at the top. I screenshot it. I wanted to send. I meant to send it to you. It was so
That's
cool.
funny.
Yeah.
I this year I'm not watching any Krampus movies. I had a
No.
whole Krampus theme set for December,
Yeah.
and there's another channel, Echo Cero, who also was going to do some um, Krampus stuff. So thankfully, I ditched my whole thing. Yeah, that's so funny. We'll have a
Mm-hmm.
review if Bloody Christmas up soon. I say at the end it is like T1000 meets silent. I literally said the same thing in my review that we'll post today at 5 p.m.
Okay.
I thought very, very similarly. It was like
Yes.
Terminator.
I love Jack Frost. Jack Frost was good.
Yeah, I've seen Jack Frost. I just didn't watch it
Good.
this year. It's funny. This Christmas season, this December, I did the opposite of what I normally
Usually
do,
do.
which
Yeah.
is I watch all those old, like the original Black Christmas and
Mm-hmm.
Silent Night, Deadly Night, and Silent Night,
Mm-hmm.
Bloody Night, and Santa Sleigh. I watch all of those old ones, but this year I decided I'm going to go with all new ones. And now I'm just doing like all new stuff. There's a
Yeah.
movie called The Killing Tree, Nutcracker Massacre. There's a movie called He Knows. Those are all Christmas movies that just came out.
No. Okay.
The Curse of Jack Frost. No, I haven't watched that one.
And there's one called Slay. Like
Yeah.
his. Yeah. I didn't even. I saw that yesterday. Not the movie. Just came across it.
And then two more movies I watched that came out this year. One was called Slapface. And that's a little different, but I did like Slapface.
Yeah.
And then another movie called The Last Thing Mary Saw. And I think that was recommended to me by another channel too. So that's about 40 movies. I think I'm going to
Yeah.
whittle it down to my top 13 somehow. So that's going to be quite the task for me.
Yeah. I do. Do you do this, Jim? I go, especially with Tubi, and I watch all trailers. I'll just watch all the trailers, and then I put together my watch list.
Okay.
And yeah,
I
that's
don't
how
do
I.
that.
No.
I'll show you what my watch list looks like.
Oh my, yeah.
That's my watch list, and then I try to like cross them off as I go. Like I never watched the series Dahmer. Chucky season
Mm.
2 I haven't yet.
Mhm.
That there's just so many. Tusk. I don't know, see
Yeah.
Sleepy Hollow High. Piggy. There's a movie that came out this year called Piggy. There's another one that came out, Sissy. Uh, there's a bunch. As you can see, not very many of these are crossed off.
Yeah.
Only a few. But that's my watch list.
Yeah.
Um,
That's what I do when I bake.
you
I
write it
get
all down.
when I bake, I'm on Tubi. Most of the time when I bake, I'm on Tubi.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mhm. Mhm.
I'm writing it down. Nanette Curse of Jack Frost. Maybe I'll be able to squeeze that in, and
Yeah.
that can fill
Oh,
my one remaining date in December that I don't have a video plan for. So what do you do, Pam, for New Year's? New Year's Eve, New Year's. I know Taryn probably goes out and hangs out with
so
friends and cuts up the town and stays out all
yeah.
night. You probably
No,
stay in
she
and you're
usually
in.
she usually works. She
Oh,
usually works.
that's yeah.
Yeah, and since I have never, I've gone out maybe 3 times in my whole life, and most of the time I plan to stay up, right?
Yeah,
And I'm up and even might make something to eat and everything, and then I fall asleep,
yeah.
and
I,
then I
I
wake up afterwards.
yeah. I got more into it when I was younger, like
Uh-huh.
younger,
Yeah.
when it was all about watching Dick Clark
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
watching the
It's not
ball
the
drop.
same.
It
Right.
really isn't the same. And Ryan Seacrest
Mhm.
is whatever people like him or whatever. I don't even know who
Uh-huh.
does the shows anymore because, like,
Yeah.
I'm also this year I am working. Um,
Yeah.
we did, unless for some reason the store is closed, which I don't know. Like this year, Christmas is on a
Sunday.
Sunday, so
Right. So they're supposed.
Saturday night is Christmas Eve.
Mhm.
So we actually don't have to go into work on Christmas
Right.
Eve.
Right.
So that's an extra day off for Bailey and I because we are normally off on Sunday night and Monday night. So we get a 3-day Christmas weekend, which is hilarious
Wow.
to me because I don't celebrate Christmas. So I
Right.
get like this great 3-day weekend uh, when I could care less if they had me work or not. But don't tell them that because then they'll schedule
Right.
me. But
Right.
so I'm looking forward to those 3 days off, man, just to
Yeah.
relax. So I can't remember if Walmart closes early on New Year's Eve or not. It doesn't seem like we probably do that. Back in the day when everybody closed on New Year's
I
Eve at
know.
like
Yeah.
5
Wegmans.
p.m. Remember that?
Yep.
Back when we were
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
when we were kids,
Yeah. Yeah.
we walked 5 miles up a hill in the snow to get to school.
I know. I took Taryn to a teen New Year's party once,
Oh yeah,
and she got dressed, and we took one of her friends, and it was really nice. It was actually really nice, and they had all of these balloons in the ceiling in a bag. And at the end of the night, when it struck midnight, they cut the balloons down, but there wasn't just balloons, there were money in this bag, and they dropped it down, but it was only for the kids.
oh
Right. So they could grab all this money. So Jim, I'm looking at Taryn, I'm looking at her and he's like, something is different. She's about 16. Something is different. Something is different. Oh, she snuck a sip or two of of her cousins, of her adult cousins drink for New Year's.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy, she was a dancing machine. I kept saying, "What is wrong with her?"
So she was 16, so she had her first 10 tattoos by then, probably, right?
Jim, you have no idea. Oh my gosh. I want to say, I think the piercings came first.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I
I
noticed the
They did
piercing
for
first.
me because you can
Yeah.
do piercings at home. You can have a friend stick a
Mhm.
needle through your nose or your ear.
Yeah.
Like, believe it
Yeah.
or not, I had a nose piercing even at one
Yeah.
point, and I had 7 earrings in one ear at one time, like all the way up through the cartilage, through the middle, through this little bony piece here. Like, I had all those piercings and
That's
stuff.
where Taryn gets it from. Yeah, this is
Yeah,
Taryn. This is yeah. We
see,
I had your daughter.
we would get in
I did.
trouble. We would get in trouble.
Jim, I tried to pierce my nose once.
Yeah,
I was like 21, and
it's not
one of
easy.
my coworker, we went over to one of the other salons our other friend worked in, and first we tried out this magnet thing. I want to say we may have got it from Claire's,
Hmm.
and it was a magnet you could put on. And I'm like, this isn't gonna work, And I was contemplating, my nose is kind of big. It's kind of I'm gonna do it. I went and I had my nose pierced. By the morning, the entire earring sunk through my nose. You couldn't even see it, but the pain was so bad I couldn't even blink.
Yeah.
I drove. I went to work. I had clients I had to get through the day, and a couple of the ladies they were trying to get it out. We went back to the nail tech, and she's got some tools back there. I go, ladies, this isn't working. I drove myself to Highland Hospital. I,
Oh no.
and they thought I sniffed it. I go, no, it's pierced. You just can't see it because I said I had it up my nose. She goes, how'd you sniff it? I said, no, I had it pierced, and I guess the back was so tight and my nose swole, it just sunk right through there. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not fun.
It wasn't for me.
Oh
So
no.
I tried it. I had three. I've only done three. I was only brave enough to do three. Three and two tattoos. You guys are brave.
Well, I don't know about that. So I have a rather lengthy video clip, I think. Let me see if I can find it. Oh yeah. So this clip is like almost 6 full minutes. Is that too long to play? Let me get some feedback from chat if they're not too tired. I want to play it because it's a funny holiday video about a kid who writes a letter to Santa but misspells Santa. It's an animated video. And I'm afraid that if I don't play it today, I may not do another live stream before Christmas. I'm on the fence still about next week because I don't know how tired I'm going to be, and
Yeah,
I
you guys
hate
are gonna be working
I don't want
hard.
to commit, you know.
Hmm.
Yeah. So next Monday, the 19th, is the last Monday before Christmas. So this might be my last chance to play some of my Christmas clips that I've had ready to
Yeah.
go. So I'll probably uh, play this clip. I'll say goodbye to you as well. And then after the clip plays, I'll come back and we'll see where we're at, time,
Okay.
and how many people are in chat. When chat is showing that I have like 8 or 9 people in chat, but the actual interaction starts slowing down to where they are now, I want to end the stream because it's not, there's not a lot of engagement going on. So but I wish I've got like Hobbs clips galore here,
Yeah.
musical clips. So I'm gonna let's see, how do I do this where it's gonna love by the okay, so it will play the whole screen. Hey, Echo Cicero is here. Perfect timing. Some of the clips I have Echo in them as well. So I'll say goodbye, Pam. And I'm going to play this clip called "A Child Writes a Letter to Santa but Misspells Santa." So this is a little bit longer than a normal clip, but it's really funny. It's really good.
Loved by the hand of a little girl named Hope. "Dear Satan," it read. An unusual start and an unfortunate typo, for Hope had, of course, meant for the letter to go to Santa. The letter went on to praise Satan for his joviality and kindness, and then to ask him for a special gift. A second unfortunate thing happened when Hope enveloped the letter and then addressed it again to Satan. Two innocent typos that would change the very face of Christmas. Deep in the pits of hell, Satan was reading through his morning sacks of hate mail. The usual stuff. Drop dead and die, arseface, and you look like a shit lobster, and stop possessing grandma, you heartless beast. When he came across an envelope carefully written in colored pencil. He was eating a back toasty, but he paused and studied the letter. "Dear Satan, I hope that you are doing well. I think you are brilliant and special, and I want to grow up to be like you someday. Here is my Christmas list," and it was a list of just one thing, a puppy. What happened next surprised everyone, but no one more than Satan himself, for the Lord of Darkness felt a sweet aching in his chest as a new emotion coursed through his veins. "I'm special," he thought. "Me, how lovely!" And he immediately vomited gallons of oil and bile, because he had never before uttered that word. He was on his knees, surrounded by vomit, when Vlakis, his advisor, entered. Are you crying?" "Crying? What are you, an idiot pig? These are tears of anger, of rage." Satan barged out of his office and locked himself in the toilet. What the hell was going on? The following days were hell, literally, but for old Beelzebub, hell had gotten a whole lot worse. He was plagued with kindly urges, disgusting feelings like pity, empathy, and compassion, and every time he felt them, he'd vomit bile into the face of whomever he might be passing. He couldn't eat, he couldn't sleep, and eventually he hit the bottle. Hard. He was going to drown those damn feelings. He drank a gallon of gin and blood, sent a drunken WhatsApp to his ex, wept uncontrollably, and finally passed out. He woke the next morning, and before he knew what he was doing, he had booked in an all-staff meeting. Hell's inboxes pinged at the same moment with the same mail, titled "Love, Tolerance and Kindness, a lecture by Satan, attendance mandatory." Everyone assumed that it was sarcastic, a joke, a rug pull. They'd all arrive and it would be an afternoon of pitchforking pandas again. And so it came to pass that the whole of hell were absolutely astounded to see the devil stood before them all wearing yoga pants and many friendship bracelets. He went on to lecture at length on the key pillars of tolerance and oneness, even at one point quoting Gandhi. He finished with a heartfelt cover of Imagine on a little keyboard. Well, the gates of hell opened and people just walked out. Vlakis threw eggs. Jack the Ripper shouted, "You suck!" Genghis Khan tried to storm the stage. Less than an hour after giving the speech, the elders of hell had gathered for a secret meeting, and Satan was cast out of the netherworld for being, in their words, a pussy. Life in the real world turned out to be less traumatic than Satan feared. He'd been up there a few times before. He'd holidayed with the KKK and played bingo with Bin Laden. But he was different now. He settled into Shoreditch and took a job at a gluten-free bakery. He liked the atmosphere. He learned how to shape little motifs on the top of cappuccinos. He wore baseball caps and made a friend called Caspian. All was well. And then came the night before Christmas. Satan was finishing up some last-minute shopping when he noticed a small girl chatting to Santa in a budget grotto. The girl felt familiar, but he couldn't place her until he overheard her say, "Hi, Santa, my name is Hope. Did you get my Christmas letter? You didn't reply. All I want is a puppy." The color drained from Satan's face. It was all a lie. The letter had never been meant for him. He'd been taken for a fool. How could the all-seeing Lord of Darkness have overlooked such a glaringly obvious typo? A deep burning roared up through his body. He knew the feeling well. It was his old friend, Fury. Before he knew what was happening, he had cremated Santa. Hope, who watched the whole thing and who would probably never recover, felt a fury of her own. With a heartbreaking tear in her eye, she screamed at Satan, "I hate you! You ruined Christmas! Go to hell!" And indeed, back to hell old Lucifer went. As the sun set, he stormed through the gates of the underworld, but he was filled with yet another mysterious new feeling. And then came Christmas morning. All the boys and girls across the land rushed to open their presents, but something was different this year. There were presents aplenty, but they weren't the usual gifts. Santa had not survived, but Christmas had. Hope got more or less what she wanted. Sure, it had 3 heads, breathed fire and pissed lightning, but she couldn't be happier. And Satan? Well, this was his little secret, but it made him feel really...
Doesn't that just warm your heart? I can't imagine a better Christmas story than a little girl receiving hounds from hell for Christmas, just like she wished for. So who's left in chat? Who do we have in chat? I think it shows 11 people, so it keeps fluctuating a little bit. But I do have a few other clips. Those were pretty good. I found it on YouTube. I think I think that's a few years old, actually, and I think I've had that for a while. So, Pam, if you can hear me, Nanette had asked if we have seen, let me see if I can find it. Oh, no. Jim or Hobbs, have you seen The Hoarder? So Pam was asking us if we have seen it. I have not seen it. I thought Nanette was the one that suggested that. But Pam, we didn't figure out what your next movie review will be. And there's like a 50-50 chance that next Monday we'll do a live stream. Because it is a lot easier for me to do the 2 p.m. than it is for me to do the 10 p.m. for now, for December anyways. Maybe when we get to where I'm not having to work so hard, I could handle it. Because after this live stream, I literally go to sleep until about 9 or 10 p.m. tonight so that I can stay up all night, so that I can sleep all day Tuesday to go back to work Tuesday night. So, and I expect that this week at work is going to be insanity because it'll be the last week of all of the full schedule for Christmas shopping. So, because I stock the toy department, I'm going to be very, very busy. Is Hobbs listening? Are you listening, Hobbs? I want to play some of these other holiday type videos. Unfortunately, I used the one that I can't use Mr. Bones' face in because it doesn't recognize the face because of the mask. So unfortunately, he's not in any of these. But Echo is Patrick, myself, and Hobbs, I think. Cassie might even be in one of them or not. Just looking through my clips. No, nothing. All right. Well, chat has kind of come to a crawl. So I guess maybe 1 hour is the limit. If I could screen grab a picture of your face, I've got clips. I can play them. I just like if none of the people that are in them are here, I feel weird about playing them. I got to find a way to screen grab. I got to go through more of your videos, I think. I know it says 11, but 3 of them are me. Yeah, they see on the rewatch. They're not very long. They're short clips. All right, so we'll play. This was a YouTube short I did, but I can't play it more than that because it gave me a copyright. I'm deleting it just like that. Okay, so here is...
You gonna cry now? Come on, cry, baby. Cry for me. Come on. Cry.
Deep in the recesses of my brain, a tiny red-hot little flame began to grow.
Excuse me. That was from Christmas Story that had a sequel this year that I refused to watch. I won't watch it. I did watch the original as a child and thought it was brilliant. It was perfect. I can't remember if I have put that up as a YouTube short. I will be. You want to charge him? That's my favorite part. Yeah. That is one of the best parts of the movie for sure. Yeah. Well, I think the father passed away, right? And is that part of the premise of the movie? All right, let's see if this gets me a copyright. I don't know the rest of the words, but man, we look dapper in that. We look dapper. Oh, you know what? I do have some with you in it, Mr. Bones. I do have some. Yep. All of these are for Nanette. I won't verbally wish happy, merry anything, but I'll, I guess, put them in the this song here. Let's see. I think maybe I do have 2 more, Mr. Bones. So stupid. Fart jokes, even when you're over 50, still hit. You can't go wrong with fart humor. All right, Mr. Bones, since you are here, I do actually have one more. They were just way up in my my playlist here. This is all right. All right. So there's let's see, I have one more, but that's not really a holiday one, so we can save that one for later. That was great. And you are right. You are like the Kenny. Like that works so good. I'm gonna have to try to find um some oh good, Echo. I hope you saw those because you were the star in all of those. I'm gonna have to see if I can find some South Park Pinata Farms to put our faces on. But see, the Pinata Farms is the one that doesn't pick up Mr. Bones because of the mask. But I gotta like figure that out. I gotta figure out a way because I use Jib Jab and Pinata Farms to get those personalized clips, and then a lot of the other ones are from like TikTok. Like this is TikTok.
Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? It's so frickin' good. Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? If you haven't, then I think you should.
And what's funny about that song is that I think in one of you guys just recently had a live stream where you talked about this. So that's funny. I actually do on occasion put butter on my Pop-Tarts. If you haven't done it, you're missing out. Like I slather. Usually, I'll eat Pop-Tarts right out of the box cold, just as they are. But they do also have the option to be toasted, and when they come out a little warm and browned on the edges, I definitely butter, but I usually will go over the frosted part as well. And I think I was ninja watching because I couldn't chat. Might have been a boneyard or a midnight hour or something. I might have even been at work, and that's why I couldn't chat. But Jennifer Tochi was like saying that she was a strudel girl. She was a toaster strudel girl. Whose live stream was that? I think it might have only been just a week or so ago. Maybe it was longer. I don't know. Time is definitely a crazy thing. I'll play this clip since Echo is here. That coincidentally also that clip, which probably got me a copyright warning, by the way. So I'll be having to mute that later. But after watching the that Gal Stay Away from Oz trailer, I've watched that so many times, Mr. Bones, since you suggested it. It looks so freaking good. I really hope they make that. That's got to come out in 2023. I haven't been able to find any information on that at all. At all. Yeah, it looks really creepy. Looks really creepy. I think it's gonna. I hope it's as good as it looks. I hope it's not one of those things where they don't have the budget to put into some of the scariness. There's so many different possibilities too. And the Wizard of Oz books. I mean, there's Nanette can probably touch on this. She probably knows more about the books than I do. Yeah, I gotta check IMDb. It's funny because I'm on IMDb all the time, literally all the time. I live on IMDb. Let me check right now. Let's see. I have IMDb opened. Let's see. Away from Oz. Okay, there it is. So it's got the trailer. Directed and written by Daniel Alexander. Stars Chloe Crump. There's a nurse, Stacey Davenport. Gay Elliott is Tanisha White. Dorothy Gale, Karen Swan. Emily Gale is Chloe. And then that's all. It doesn't, it just gives the storyline of long gone are the days of the Emerald City and Yellow Brick Roads and the dark reimagining of the Wizard of Oz. Dorothy Gale is now an elderly woman broken by years of paranormal entanglement with a mystical realm. And that's all it gives. Country of origin, United Kingdom, English, language. Daniel Alexander Films is the production company. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to click that and see if they have that. It has it listed. So this guy has also done Gods Among Us, which is fantasy. It says pre-production. Dominant Species, 2016. Drawing Near, 2015. Sacrilege short film, 2009, which is funny because tomorrow I'm doing my Dollar Tree Theater on a movie called Sacrilege, but it's not the same one. Yeah, so it doesn't say pre-production. It doesn't say anything. It just says, it doesn't say anything. Are you guys hearing an echo? Because I am hearing a slight echo, but I think it might be on my end. Right, yeah. Yeah, IMDb, I know there's a few people that don't have a lot of faith in IMDb, but really the only thing that a person that's not affiliated with a movie can add to the IMDb listing is a review. It's not like Wikipedia where anyone can add anything to the profile. Like to enter information into the IMDb, you have to be affiliated with the movie. Echo's not on panel, bro. LOL. What does that mean? Echo's not on panel. Oh, echo. I got, okay, echo. Only echo I hear is me when I fart. Very good. Pam, are you still listening? Because we got to figure out what movie you're going to do so I can kind of plan that out. You wrote The Hoarder. I think that's a good one because I haven't seen it. And Nanette said she hadn't seen it either. Yeah, I use IMDb too, Echo, primarily because it gives the most accurate listing of, you know, the writer, director. And I do use the rating, and I get where people feel like that's subjective, and it is, because it's just based on how many people do a review. Like some movies, when they first come out, can have very low scores or very high scores based on the first people that decide to write a review. Winnie the Pooh, Peter Pan. So almost everything that you've written there is going to be a horror movie in 2023. Winnie the Pooh, we've got Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey coming out. And that has an actress in it that I've watched 2 movies just recently, and I think I'm falling in love with her. Her name is, her name is May Kelly. She's in The Nutcracker Massacre, and she's also in, I think, The Killing Tree. But I saw on her listing that she's going to be in that Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. That should be coming out soon. Peter Pan is being turned into a horror movie. Right, and Bambi. And that's where I'm tying in the Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. It's a deer, Bambi. And Berenstain Bears, I'm counting that as that movie Cocaine Bear. So that should be interesting. Yeah. So guys, I'm gonna end the stream. I know there's 11 of you, and sometimes they say quit while you're ahead, but I need to get to sleep so that I can get about 6 hours in before I have to wake up and stay up all night. Does somebody do a Monday night stream? I think I go through this every week. I can never remember. Sunday nights, I know Gory B does her show. She did hers really late last night. But I can never remember if there's somebody that does something late, because I want to be able to plan. Oh, that's right. It was me. Stupid asshole. I'm so fucking stupid. You're right. That was me. It was me that does the show. It was me. Tuesday's Echo, Wednesday, Monday. Yeah, your Tuesday Echo is Wednesday. So let's set this as a goal. Just get through the end of this year, and I'll try to get back to doing the 10 p.m. because those were fun streams. I don't have to work tonight. I got to sleep tonight so that I can stay up. Or I got to sleep today so I can stay up all night so that I can sleep all day Tuesday. It's very confusing. It's mathematical. Like Bailey, her thing that she does, she just sleeps through. And when she wakes up, she eats and then she goes back to sleep. So she gets ample amount of rest. So like what I do is on my days off, I get less sleep than I actually do on the nights that I work. So it just sucks. So let's try to focus on, I'll get through this month. 2023, we start fresh. Maybe I'll do a midday and an evening stream, or maybe I'll do the afternoon stream as a gaming stream because I'm trying to get back into my game. Need to pick a topic, by the way, but brain dead right now from all the snow. Yeah. Oh, see, we just got a little bit of snow. We haven't been hit hard yet. Aren't you in Echo? Where are you that you have snow? I forgot you. You're in Seattle, Washington, or around Washington. Yeah, so you're north enough that you're getting snow. I had to think. Pam, what movie are you going to do for next week? Thank you. Yes. She can't hear me. I would like to hear about Hoarders, and then maybe I'll decide to watch it. Oh yeah, Central. Yeah. Yeah, we've got very little snow. It's temperature wise right now 30 degrees. 30 degrees. That's it. and it's somewhat sunny. We got nailed the other day. You got railed and nailed, and let's make as many sexual innuendos out of that as possible.
Bam. I'm a hot dog. Bam. I'm a hot dog.
Damn. Bam. Well, all right. So I'm calling it because I'm about ready. I don't know if you guys can see how red my eyes are. I gotta take a quick little like 5-hour nap. I'll be back up tonight. Play that again.
Bam. I'm a hot dog. Bam. I'm a hot dog. Bam. I'm a hot dog. Look at me. Look at me. Bam. I'm a hot dog. Bam. I'm a hot dog. Bam. I'm a hot dog. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I'm a hot dog. Everybody party. I'm a hot dog. Fun on a bike. Bam. Fun. Bam. Bam. Fun. Bam. Bam. Fun. I'm a hot dog. Everybody party. Look at me. 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 I'm a hot dog.
I'm a hot dog. I do enjoy that clip, actually. It's pretty funny. What a better way to end than on that, other than my traditional ending, which is my little 19-second clip of Tiny Tim. Thank you guys for coming in, because I get so anxious and I get tired and I dread doing the live streams. Once they get going and there's interaction, I do enjoy them. I do have to end it, though, because I got to get some sleep. And we'll get back into normal routine 2023. Don't give up on me, guys. Thanks for everybody that's contributed in the chat. I appreciate everybody, because that really is what makes the live streams work, at least for me. So have a good rest of your afternoon. If anyone is doing anything later, I'll be up. I got to watch a couple more movies to cram some editing and videos in. So have a great afternoon. Stay warm.
So have your dream. Go on and sing your song. There's nothing wrong with singing out of tune. If people laugh and say your dream can never be, just think of me